Dear students, now I am going to explain about whether management is a art or science. Management is both art and science, but not pure art or pure science. Management is an art because a manager needs creativity, a manager needs continuous practice, and a manager must have vast experience in the field of management so that he can take right decision in time. Management is a science because manager apply various well-defined management principles, and all these management principles are universally true and applied everywhere, and management principles are based on experiment and observation. That is why management is a science. But management is not pure art like singing, dancing, music, etc. Similarly, management is not pure science like physics, chemistry, biology, etc. That is why management is both art and science, but not pure art or pure science. Okay, next I am going to explain about various functions of management. There are 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Planning refers to deciding future course of action in advance about what to do in future. Every manager is a good planner. Then organizing refers to combining all factors of production like man, money, machines, material, so that the organization can be viable and the activities can be performed. In organizing process, the objectives will be set up for the organization. Then all work will be divided into small job or small activity. Each small activity will be grouped together, which are similar in nature, to form various departments. Then employees are appointed in various departments to get the work done by giving authority and responsibility and fixing accountability. Then third function is your staffing function. It refers to management of men or management of employees who are working in the organization, so that there should not be any wastage of human resources. That is why management of employees otherwise called human resource management. So it includes staffing includes manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placement, induction, transfer and promotion, remuneration, performance appraisal of employees in the organization. And next function is called directing, fourth function. It refers to guiding, motivating, encouraging, leading, and communicating the required information to the subordinates so that we can get the work done from him in time. So directing has 4 elements called supervision, to supervise the subordinate at work; leadership, to lead the team of workers as a captain of the team; communication, to communicate various information either in the form of orders and instruction or in the form of difficulties and grievances from the subordinates, so that their difficulties can be solved and work will be accomplished in time. Then and last function is called controlling. Controlling refers to checking the performance of the employee, whether the work is done according to the desired plan or not. So planning and controlling are very closely related function. Controlling helps to achieve the standard performance according to the plan which is made by the manager. So controlling helps to check the performance by comparing actual performance with the planned performance, which is already pre-decided by the manager. If the desired performance is not obtained, then remedial corrective action can be taken by the manager so that in future better performance can be expected. So these are 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Next, I am going to tell you whether coordination is an essence of management or functions of management. You know, dear students, various functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. These are 5 functions of management. So coordination is not a function of management, but it is an essential element of management. Coordination refers to integration of efforts of each and every individual and department who are working in a group so that the overall objectives or goal can be achieved in the at the end. So coordination has various features like integrating efforts of various individuals, unity of efforts in the group, and coordination is a continuous process. Coordination is pervasive in nature because coordination is required both at top level, middle level as well as lower level management. Coordination helps to achieve the goal of the organization by integrating the efforts of all employees, and coordination is deliberately made in the organization intentionally to achieve the goal. Now I am going to compare about cooperation and coordination. To say coordination is an integrated effort which is made, integration of effort which is made deliberately by the management. But cooperation is a voluntary help made by one person to another person. So coordination, the objective of coordination is to achieve the goal of the organization, whereas the objective of cooperation is to help other person in need. With this, I remain thanks.